Bea, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for
Welcome to
having
My
me.
Mother, My Story.
Thank you so much.
We talked about this and both of us were excited.
I know.
Bakit excited ka mapag-usapan ang buhay mo using the lens of mama?
Feeling ko kasi I get all the credit, but honestly, we're partners in life. She's like my best friend. She's my business partner. She's not only is she a good mother, but also she really is a good mentor to me. I am Bea Alonzo. My mother is Marian Garcia. And this is my story.
Rolling 5, 4, 3, 2...
Dito natin umpisahan. Describe to me the mother that you want to be.
Oh, just like my mother, I would say. To be honest, she was very strict when you were growing up. And of course, back then I didn't understand why.
She had you when she was 19.
Yes. And she got pregnant when she was 19. She had me when she was 20.
20.
So we're also good friends. Growing up, parang walang masyadong generation gap. And that's what I'm afraid of because I'm 36. And hindi pa ako nagkakanak. So iniisip ko, sana maging kasing cool ako ni mama growing. If I have kids, sana maging kasing cool ako na mom, kagaya ng mama ko.
Okay, let's talk about the strict side. Napalo kayo?
Oo, pinapalo kami dati. ng hanger or senturon.
Okay. Bad or...
Hindi. Pero ito yung gagawin niya, umiiyak din siya. Oo. Pero hindi siya nagsasorry. Pero may iba siyang gagawing bagay para mag-apologize. Like, pagluluto ka niya, or alam mo yun. Alam mo bumabawi.
At that age, alam mo, na bumabawi.
Oo.
Would you do that to your children? Would you be a strict mother?
I think so. Because it really helped me a lot growing up. Especially sa dynamic namin. Because I was the breadwinner. So, I've seen actors and actresses na dahil naging breadwinner na sila, they would call the shots in their family. But you're very young, so you don't know any better. Yung sa pamilya namin, dynamic never changed. She was still the mother, even though I was providing.
That's interesting.
I feel like kung hindi siya naging ganun sa akin, baka nag-iba rin yung personality ko. And she was very adamant. She was very headstrong in saying na I am the mother.
Ano pang pangarap mo sa buhay? Ngayon, makita ko kayong dalawang magkapatid na maayos na, pamilyado na. Doon okay na ako. Yun ang pangarap ko. Lalo sa'yo. No, baka mamaya ka pa, ma.
Ano ang pinaka-importanteng na ituro ni Madam M ng mama mo sa iyo pagdating sa buhay? The first lesson that comes to mind.
Ang una, lagi niyang sinasabi sa amin to ng kapatid ko, buntot mo, hila mo. Yung sinabi niya sa akin.
Ano ang ibig sabihin?
Ang ibig sabihin, kapag may ginawa kang desisyon, kailangan mong pangatawanan. You have to be able to stand up for yourself and you have to make sure that you stand by the decision that you make.
Saan ang gagaling yun? May karanasan ba ang mama? May karanasan ba ang pamilya? Kaya parati niyang sinasabi yung buntot mo,
Hila mo.
hila mo.
Panganay kasi si mama. Tapos yung lola ko was an OFW. So basically, she was the mother of her siblings. And she also started working very young. And so si mama, she really grew up as a very strong woman. And so, she's almost unapologetic. She's very strong. Honestly, pag titignan mo yung personalities namin, sobrang opposites. I'm not saying I'm weak. Obviously, we have our own strengths, diba? And we show it differently.
How much do you know of the life of Mama in the context naman kung paano siya dinisiplina, paano siya pinalaki ng lolo't lola?
Si Mama kasi, bata pa lang siya, hustler na siya. Kasi mahirap sila. So, bata pa lang siya, pinagtitinda na siya ng lola niya ng mga,
Ng lola mo?
Ng lola ko,
Oo.
ng mga kakanin, ganyan. Or yung lola niya, my great-grandmother,
Okay.
may baboyan. So, siya yung kumukuha ng mga scraps na pang feed dun sa mga baboy, ganyan. And, naaalala ko sa mga kwento niya, sinasabi niya, hinihihiya daw siya dahil madadaanan niya yung crush niya, yung bahay ng crush niya. So, iikot siya ng mas malayong ruta para hindi siya makita na may dala siya ng kanin baboy. So, like, she really had a tough childhood. So, yun din yung naging dahilan. Kaya, nung panahon na kumikita na ako ng pera, talagang she made sure na makakaipon kami at may magkakapundar kami.
Dahil ayaw niya pagdaanan ang pinagdaanan
Ayaw
niya.
niya.
Pero yung bawal ang boyfriend, pinagbawalan din ba ang Mama?
Parang hindi naman maaga siya nag-boyfriend eh.
Okay.
Oo, maaga nag-boyfriend si Mama.
Maaga.
Maaga siya nag-boyfriend. Kaya alam niya, sinasabi niya parate, papunta ka pa lang, pabalik na ako. Alam ko yung
Oo.
mga...
Basta huwag mo ko paglulukuhin.
Oo, alam niya kapag may crush ako nun.
Had a near-death experience.
Hindi. Yung pinanganak kita, meron. Yes. Diba kasi ang laki mo,
Tagal ko
11
tagal mo
tagal ko
nag-labor.
nag-labor. Tapos ang laki mo, 11.2 pounds ka na.
Inabot ka talaga sa mga...
Ang kabataan ko yung guys. 19 years old. Ako paano iwan sa ospital siya pala ko nang umuwi.
But she always self-deprecates and facetiously would say, napaka-obvious naman, Bea, maganda ka, ako hindi. When you hear that from your mom, truly, Bea, in your heart, ano ang reaction mo? How badly was she affected with your most recent break? Sa mga nababasa ko, sa mga naririnig ko, she's also very funny. But she always self-deprecates and facetiously would say, napaka-obvious naman, Bea, maganda ka, ako hindi. When you hear that from your mom, truly, Bea, in your heart, ano ang reaction mo?
It's not true. And I always think it's not true. Because I think she's the most beautiful woman I've ever met in my life. Obviously, she's my mother. And when I say beautiful, hindi lang physical, yung napakalaki ng puso niya, Tito Boy. Kapag nagmahal siya, mamahalin ka niya ng buong buo, ibibigay niya sa'yo yung langit at lupa. Minsan nga, sobra-sobra pa. So, I think she is very beautiful and she doesn't even realize it. She's very selfless.
Palagay ko yung beauty, pag hindi nga nare-realize, mas gumaganda.
Gumaganda.
Yeah. But she's also very proud of her body.
Super sexy niya before. In fact, ano ang vital stats mo dati?
46, 24, 34.
Ayun, sabi niya, like, sabi na ko, Bea Alonso, hindi mo na-reach
Hoy, hindi mo talaga na-reach yun. Hindi ko nga na-reach ang mukha mo, pero hindi ko na-reach.
Napanood mo ba yun? Nakakatawa. Laging sinasabi, ay naku, Bea Alonso, hindi mo na-reach ang katawan ko.
Yun.
Pero nakakatawa kasi pinangarap niya talaga magkaroon ng mestisang anak, Tito Boy. Yan talaga ang dream niya sa buhay niya. So sinasabi niya parate, ako daw yung natupad niyang pangarap. Kasi meron siyang pinsan na half American. So tuwing Santa Cruzan, laging
Reyna
Elena.
Oo.
Tapos siya, gusto niya rin sumagala, pero ayaw ng mami niya, ayaw ng lola ko. Taga-Lucis lang siya kasi daw, ay nako, sabi daw ng nanay niya sa kanya, malalait pa tayo, magkasunod kayo ni Apen. Pinsan niya. Sabi niya, wag na, magagasasan pa kita, ganyan. So, yung lola ko kasi hindi naman niya minimin yun. But,
Right.
syempre, siguro dahil wala rin silang panggastos at that time. So, taga-Lucis daw siya. So, habang naglulusus daw siya dun sa pinsan niya, iniisip niya, pag nagkaanak ako, mas maganda pa dito kay Apen.
At nangyari nga.
Oo, talagang pangarap niya magkaroon ng misisang anak.
At saka pagdating ng panahon, nag-Reyna Elena ka.
At bayad pa. Charot.
Di ba? Leveled up. Okay.
Oo, yun talaga yung pinangarap niya.
Na
Kasi ang pangarap niya maging maputi, maging mestiza. Yun kasi yung standard niya ng beauty.
for a long, long time. Hanggang ngayon naman eh.
Feeling ko because
Oo.
nako-compare siya sa, yun nga sa mga pinsan niya na mapaputi. So siguro, nakaano na yun sa utak niya na pag maputi, maganda. But she never really wanted me to become an actress.
Ayaw niya. Pero she wanted you to be a stewardess.
Oo, kasi yun yung pangarap niya. Kaya lang iba naman yung pangarap ko.
Which was,
To become an actress.
mulat-mula.
Mulat-mula.
In-express mo yan sa mami.
Alam niya.
Alam niya.
Kasi pag nanonood ako ng TV, ginagaya ko yung mga napapanood ko.
Katulad.
Halimbawa si Ate Juday, pag nakikita ko sa TV, tapos alam ko kapag sila Ate Claudine, kapag nag-iiba na yung music, alam ko iiyak na sila. So nasa harapan ako ng mirror, nandito yung TV, nakikipag-unahan akong umiyak sa kanila.
Oh,
Yun yung, as in, hindi ko alam ni workshop na pala yun.
correct.
Sinubukan ko. Sinubukan kong kalimutan si Ano. Sinubukan ko mahalin si Rowan. Pero pa hindi ako masaya.
Nung na-realize ang mama na ito na talaga ang gusto ng anak ko, todo naman ang suporta.
Oo, marami lang akong kurot na natanggap sa kanya sa loob ng CR. Kasi kapag,
Dahil?
alam mo kasi syempre, hindi naman talaga, there were times na minsan mabubuli ka or ano ka dahil hindi nga kami mayaman. Mahirap mag-artista talaga, mag-umpisang mag-artista kapag mahirap ka lang. So, may mga pictorials, ganyan, wala namang stylist back then. Hindi nila gusto yung damit ko. So, minsan, hihiramin you from another artista na okay sa harap na ng ibang tao, pero sa totoo lang, hindi talaga. So, nabubuli kami behind the scenes. So, si Mama, pumunta talaga kami sa banyo para magbihis. Kinukurot niya ako to death. Parang gustong-gusto mo kasi to, tinan mo. Aawain ko yun kung hindi lang kita iniisip. Pero syempre, super pinipigilan ko siya. Kasi si Mama yung tipo ng babae na hindi nagpapaapi. Kaya lang, she was thinking about me and my career. Pinipigilan niya yung sarili niya makipag-away.
Pagdating sa trabaho, pagdating sa karera, paano kayo magkapareho at magkaiba ng mama?
Diyan naman ako I think, mas aggressive than my mom. Well, my mom, sa mga businesses namin, siya naman talaga, she really makes sure that everything's taken care of. She makes sure na well-maintained lahat. That I will give to her. But pagdating sa working hours, that's yung going beyond what is expected of you. I think that's me. That's how I do it.
Pag bumibili ka ng mga properties, sinong signatory? Kayo ng mama mo? Ikaw?
Ako, it's
Oo. But always advised by
I
mama.
was able to provide businesses for my mom na sa kanya. So she has her rentals and ano. In fact, I was able to, I'm proud to say this, I was able to set her up 7-10 years ago. So, hindi ako na breadwinner dito, boy. It's her businesses that I was able to set up for her early on.
Magaling magnegosyo din ang mama.
Kasi gusto ko rin yun for her because I want her to have the confidence
Right.
that she sustains herself. Silang dalawang mag-asawa.
Tama.
At ang maganda sa kanya, iniingatan niya talaga yung lahat ng ibinibigay ko sa kanya.
And a little way of saying thank you. Oo, Bea. I mean, I'm in the belief na lahat ibibigay ko sa nanay ko.
Same. Tito Boy,
Lahat.
same.
Oo. Lahat. At saka, makikita mo rin yung respeto dahil, yun nga, inaalagaan yung pinaghirapan mo.
Oo, totoo. Kasi, syempre, mas madali na lang sa kanya na magpasarap lang, na ano, kasi, diba? Pero hindi, she really makes sure na kahit nga hindi siya signatory dun sa iba kong businesses, siya pa rin yung nagmamanage eh.
Pagdating sa love life, to the best of your knowledge, paano kayo opposites? Pagdating sa love life, to the best of your knowledge, paano kayo opposites?
Ay, magkaiba, Tito Boy. Lagi niya sinasabi, tanga daw ako sa pag-ibig. Totoo naman. Si Mama hindi eh. For some reason, lahat ng naging ex niya talaga, they were all really in love with her. And siya ang princess
Okay.
sa relationship.
Hindi ka ang prinsesa?
Not all the time. Not all the time.
Am I correctly understanding you na ang mama, siya yung prinsesa sa mga relasyon niya? And she made sure she was a princess. Kasi yun ang impression na nakukuha ko sa kanya. Tough. Yan.
Tough, talaga.
Diba? Tough.
Hindi siya takot talaga. Sa kahit na hindi siya takot na mawala yung kung anong meron kami ngayon. Hindi siya takot na maiwan. Hindi siya takot.
Ikaw, takot ka maiwan?
May ganun ako. Siguro may abandonment issues ako.
That's
Kasi
what
I
I'm trying to
didn't
say.
grow up with a father.
Oo.
So, may ganun ako, Tito Boy.
Oo. Doon kayo hindi magkapareho.
Doon kami hindi magkapareho. Si Mama, matapang talaga siya sa buhay. Strip her of everything, she would be fine.
She will survive.
Oo, tsaka sinasabi niya talaga yun na once she feels disrespected, kahit sa akin, iiwan niya lahat to, parang bahala ka na. Kaya kong bumalik sa hirap. Ganon. So,
Pag iniisip mo yan, Bea, hindi mo kaya.
hindi ko kaya. Hindi ko talaga kaya.
So when you are in a relationship, meron ka pa rin abandonment issues.
I feel. And that's one thing I learned from my past relationships na dapat kahit wala sila, buo ka. So, that's what I'm trying to
You're still in the process
do
of learning
right
that.
now. Just really trying to figure out how I can get there. How I can, survive and love myself even though I'm not being loved by someone else.
Look at mama.
Kaya nga eh. Yun
Diba?
nga eh.
All
Ang
you have
lagi
to do is
sinasabi
look at your
sa akin
mother.
ng nanay ko, sa relasyon, takutan lang yan. Dapat ikaw yung unang mananakot.
Sabi niya. Sabi niya.
Kung naging tayo, siguro ang saya natin, no?
Napapatawa mo ko. Napapangiti mo ko parati. And thank you for that.
With your exes, are you both open? O yung gusto niya o hindi niya gusto?
Yes, she tells me. But, dahil nga matigas ang ulo ko, tinutuloy ko pa
Do
din.
you tell her?
Kapag may dinadate ako,
Pag siya naman.
yes. Before my stepdad, Don, I didn't like... Well, I was very young. I was 18, 19. So, yung yung psyche ko at that time, one of the reasons why I wanted to work was to be able to provide for her because she was in a very bad relationship with her ex. But now we're all okay. But at that time, it was very toxic. So, yung dahilan kung bakit gusto ko magtrabaho para mag-provide na ako sa kanya so that she won't need a man. Kasi, of course, she was dependent on her ex para mabuhay kami. Mabuhay yung kapatid ko, especially na may hika nung bata siya. So, lagi siyang pupunta sa ospital. At that time, since I was earning, iniisip ko, okay na tayo. Pwede mo na siya iwan. Tayo na lang. Tayong tatlo na lang. But at that time, because hindi pa ako in love, hindi ko pa alam na may pangangailangan yung nanay ko bukod sa aming dalawa ng kapatid ko. So when she started dating Don, my stepdad, nagalit ako talaga. Kasi parang feeling ko, ano ba bang kulang? Bakit? Parang I thought she had like bad taste in men. Na parang feeling ko, bakit mo isa-subject yung sarili mo sa ganyang sitwasyon na naman? Another man. Parang ganyan. And so, lumayas ako. Doon ako nag-move out. So, I got my own condo. And then, hindi kami nag-usap for months. And then, eventually, syempre, pag may mga family gatherings, ganyan, hindi ko pa kasi pinapansin yung stepdad ko. Now I feel ashamed about it. Because Don, my stepdad, was the best thing that ever happened to our family. He became the glue of our family.
Natutuwa ako kasi kayong binigay sa akin, sa asawa ko. Thank you kasi wala siyang sawang alagaan ako. Sa anak ko na hanggang ngayon, nandyan para sa amin, di nagsasawa na pamilya rin kami. Thank you anak ko, kahit dapat pamilyado ka na, kami pa rin ang inuna mo. Thank you, I love you.
Love you.
What made you eventually like Don Don?
He proved himself to us, my brother and I. Talagang pinakita niya sa amin na mabuti siyang tao and that he really loves my mom. Tsaka Tito Boy, nung panahon na nag-umpisa sila, remember I moved out? Hindi talaga si Mama, as in, ako at that time, I wasn't supporting my mom. So, namuhay sila ng simple. Silang dalawa lang at that time. So, I think that took them a year or 2 years. So, medyo na-prove talaga na, syempre, initially, iniisip ko, ay, baka kasi artista ako or whatever. Syempre, ang dumi pa ng utak ko noon. I was young and I was immature. But, he was really able to prove it to us, how much he loves my mom.
Saka gustong-gusto ko pag sinasabi ng mami mo yan. Nandiyan sa tabi ko, hindi ako iniwan.
Hindi siya iniwan.
Inaalagaan ako. Oo. Sinasabi
Nakakita
niya yan.
talaga ng partner sa buhay si Mama and Don.
You may or you may not answer this. Kasi dalawa yung immediate eh. Si Gerald at saka si Dominic. Did she approve of that?
Actually, even with the last one with Don, hindi naman siya she never really disapproved, to be honest. I mean, umabot ako sa point na magpapakasal ako. Of course, she approved.
Oo.
Binigay niya yung blessing niya. So clearly, of course, she approved. Hindi ako may aabot sa engagement kung hindi niya
Okay.
aprobado.
Ilalabas ko lang kay Dom at saka kay Je. With your exes, nararamdaman mo ba that your mom would actually like them because she wanted you to be happy?
Definitely.
Oo.
Ang lagi niyang
Ayoko, basta gusto ko
sinasabi-
masaya ang anak.
Ang lagi niyang sinasabi, hindi naman siya yung makikisama.
Oo.
Basta masaya yung anak ko, doon ako. Yeah.
Nanay.
Oo.
Na-
Pero syempre pag umiiyak na, ibang usapan na yan.
And that's my next question. Pagdating ng yung mga panahon na naghiwalay, umiiyak na, anong ginagawa niya? How badly was she affected with your most recent break? Have you seen Mama in pain? Emotionally?
Emotionally, yes. Yes.
You have.
Oh, yes.
Paano kayo
Growing up.
magkaiba, magkapareho, mag-handle ng pain?
Ako kasi, I cave in. I lock myself in the room. Ayoko nagpapakita sa mga tao. In fact, ayokong sumasagot ng text or tawag. Because I like dealing with it on my own. My mom is kind of like that, but she can switch it off right away. Like, siguro mga 2 araw, magmumukmuk yan sa bed niya. But after that, lalabas yan. And then she would find ways to make herself happy. Because she's a survivor. Yung hindi niya kailangan ng taong magsasalba sa kanya. I will save myself. Ganon siya. Mas ako yung I sulk for a while. And then,
More than
pagtapos
2
na,
days.
oh yes, weeks. After that, okay na. But most of the time, dinedistract ko yung sarili ko with work.
Ang mama doesn't need that.
She will have a good time.
Yeah.
Pero wag naman natin gagawing option yung paghihiwalay.
Pero paano kung tama ka? Kung wala akong pakialam sa'yo. Kung hindi ko iniisip yung nararamdaman mo. Yung kailangan mo. Na makasarili ako. At tumayo ko. Hindi mo deserve yun. Baka ito yung kailangan natin yung dalawa.
Stella,
Pagdating ng yung mga panahon na naghiwalay, umiiyak na, anong ginagawa niya?
She was just there for me. In fact, I'll tell you a story. After nung whole, nung 2019, hindi niya ako kinakausap nan before kasi nagkaroon ng intervention. Hindi ko sila pinakinggan ng kapatid ko. So nagalit sila sa akin, hindi nila ako kinakausap. And then I went through such a big, chaotic moment in my life in 2019. And then, hindi niya pa rin ako kinakausap. Ang huli niyang sinabi sa akin, sa text lang, sabi niya, hindi ako nagpalaki ng anak na duwag. So, that meant that I had to fight for myself. Na, ikaw to, laban mo to. Ilaban mo yung sarili mo. And so I did. And then after nun, pumunta ako ng farm namin. Walang signal sa farm namin. Ganyan. After like, weeks of not talking to her, nagawa ko na to sa pelikula ko sa One More Chance, sa second. Never ko pang naranasan sa totoong buhay. Ganito pala yung pakiramdam nun. Then kita kami ni mama, tapos sumagalgul lang ako dito. Nakaupo siya nun eh. Nag-prepare siya ng pagkain para sa amin.
Farm ito.
As in, siguro good 30 minutes to 1 hour, non-stop. Wala akong sinasabi, wala din siya sinasabi. Nag-iiyakan lang kami dalawa. Because parang I just needed to hug her. I was home, I was okay.
How badly was she affected with your most recent breakup?
How she was very much affected. Especially dahil maraming ang nasasabi tungkol sa akin na hindi totoo. I think yun yung pinaka malaki yung weight sa kanya. Kasi, syempre alam niya how hard I worked to get to where I am para magkaroon ng magandang reputasyon. And sa trabaho natin, reputation is everything. And she felt na it was unfair to me na maraming nasasabi tungkol sa akin na hindi totoo. Especially kung maganda naman yung like it was very much amicable.
Yeah, but she was relatively quiet.
Oh yes, hindi talaga siya nagsalita kahit kanino. Sa lahat ng breakups ko actually, never.
Oo.
Never.
And that's not easy.
Oo.
For a mother like
And my
yours.
brother, oo.
And James, yes. Oo. Pero nakaya nila.
Ang masakit lang sa akin, syempre nadadamay sila.
Oo.
Yun yung medyo may sting. Kasi ako sanay ako eh. Hello, matagal ko nang ginagawa to. Pero kapag yung pamilya na yung nadadamay, tapos gumagawa sila ng mga theories, tapos yung ginagawang villain yung nanay ko, masakit. Masakit yun.
Ano yung leksyon na, in the context again of mama, pag pinag-uusapan ang pag-ibig, what do you want to tell yourself now?
I don't know. Right now, it's just that I don't wanna have to worry about the future anymore.
Okay.
Andun ako sa space na I just wanna really live my life and live my truth.
Ride the tide.
Ride the tide, exactly. I realized kung para sa'yo, everything that's meant for you will never pass you by. And if that means not having a husband, and then that's fine.
Are you looking forward to falling in love again? Pagdating sa men, in the context of men, are you opposites? Are you dependent sometimes on men for your happiness as opposed to mama? Or mama ganun din?
I wouldn't say I depend on men for happiness. It's just that, I guess, and sa totoo lang, in the beginning at Tito Boy, mas mahirap i-win yung trust ko eh. But, eventually, kasi when I love hard.
And you fall hard?
Hindi ako...
Do you fall hard?
I do. Hindi ako nagtitira para sa sarili ko. Because it's just who I am. And I've realized I shouldn't ever apologize for it. Because loving...
That's who you are.
That's how I love. That's who I am. So, pagdating sa happiness, kami ni Mama, si Mama kasi, I guess I submit. My mom, she's submissive in other ways, but yun nga, she's a princess.
Oo.
Ako naman, ako yung, I wouldn't say servant, but like, I like to submit.
Are you looking forward to falling in love again?
Looking forward, I've never lost hope in love. That's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna say. I've always been a hopeless romantic, and I still believe that there's someone out there for me.
And that's fair. Nasabi mo rin ngayon na in the equation of your life, pag may dumating na man, I'm okay. Pag wala,
Okay lang din.
okay lang din. Sa dami ng iyong pinagdaanan, B, sa dami ng nangyari sa iyong buhay, my line, not yours, may dadating na lalaki sa buhay mo. There'll be a man who will be in your life again. I-describe mo nga.
Definitely not from showbiz.
The power of manifestation. You said that kanina.
Yeah.
Sige nga, I mean, describe the next man of your life.
Yung ipinagdadasal ko na sana dumating,
Sana hindi taga-showbiz, okay?
number 1. Definitely, Tito Boy, ayoko talaga ng public na relationship ever again.
Okay.
Pasong-paso na siguro. Siguro quota na ako sa part na yun. I really learned my lesson the hard way. Someone who is man enough to handle me. Meaning, lahat ng kalakip ko.
The bad and the good.
The bad and the good.
Matangkad,
Sana.
guwapo,
Sana, bonus.
moreno, mestizo.
It doesn't matter. I've had relationship. I have had exes na
Yeah.
na maputi, maitim. Sana physically cute.
Oo.
But
Kumikiling ka na rin lang.
istotodo ko na, diba? Siguro isang tao who will love me unconditionally. Yun lang, Tito Boy. At someone who will never give up on.
Is it important that this man is powerful, is wealthy, is not in show business, but, you know, somebody who is successful?
Tito Boy, I never really cared about any of those. Ever. I guess, I just pray that the next man will be very secure about himself.
No.
It doesn't matter kung anong background, kung anong trabaho, kung ano. For me, kailangan lang na outweigh ng love niya para sa akin lahat ng odds.
Okay. I get that. Oo. Kinumpleto ko lang yung lahat ng requirements.
Yeah, correct.
Diba?
Oo nga,
Para
no?
mabuo.
Kasi pag umiling ka, kasali yun, diba?
That's what I'm trying to
Dapat
say.
siguro ilagay ko rin. Taga-manifest na rin lang tayo.
But what is your prayer like today? And if you were to say thank you to Mama and sorry to Mama today as we talk, how would you do it? Pagdating sa happiness, B, nakikita mong mama mo, saan kayo magkapareho, saan kayo magkaiba? Are you opposites in terms of your concept of being happy?
I guess we're very much alike pagdating sa pagiging masaya dahil sa pamilya. We're both family-oriented and family comes first above anything.
Nasaan ang Diyos sa inyong buhay?
In the center, definitely. In the
Magpareho kayo ng mama.
Pareho. Lahat ng, I guess, big decisions in my life, even pagdating sa pamilya ko, ay lagi kong ipinagdadasal, Tito Boy. And I'm very happy. Of course, we're all getting older, and my greatest fear ay magkasakit si Mama, and I always pray about it. You know.
At pangarap niya na sana ay magkaroon siya ng 4 na apo sa bawat isa ng kanya.
Oo nga. Diyos ko, hindi na
Pareho
ako
pa rin yan.
makahabol sa 4, Tito Boy. Medyo late na tayo. But who knows?
Di ba?
Diba?
I mean,
Who knows?
sabi nga natin, hindi natin alam kung ano ang nandoon.
Oo nga eh.
We don't know what's gonna happen next.
That's true.
Oo. But what is your prayer like today?
I guess, Tito Boy, I'm just really grateful that I survived. And I keep surviving. I think I take it one day at a time, and I thank God for always providing me with things to do, people to be there for me, and nourishing my heart and my mind with positive things every day.
And if you were to say thank you to Mama and sorry to Mama today as we talk, how would you do it?
Salamat kay Mama dahil pinalaki niya ako ng tama. Pinalaki niya ako na may takot sa Diyos. At higit sa lahat, pinalaki niya ako ng matapang para harapin yung buhay. Salamat dahil naging partner ko siya sa buhay ko. Kahit na walang lalaki, okay lang. Basta nandun sila Mama. Alam mo yun, kahit na wala akong partner sa buhay in a romantic sense, I still feel okay because my family is there for me. My mom will always be there for me. And, yeah, salamat sa pag-iintindi kahit sa mga panahon na mahirap ako intindihin na I make the wrong decisions. Salamat kasi niyayakap pa rin nila ako sa kabila ng lahat. Sa lahat ng imperfections ko.
Patawad.
Patawad kasi kadalasan hindi ako nakikinig sa'yo. Patawad kasi matigas ang ulo ko. At patawad kung minsan nasasaktan ko kayo sa mga desisyon na ginagawa ko para sa sarili ko.
This question needs to be asked. Sino ka, Bea, nang dahil sa iyong ina?
I turned out to be a strong woman because of my mom. She taught me to stand for myself and stand for the truth, always.
B, maraming salamat.
Thank you!
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
so
May
much.
pa-flowers.
Oh, may pa-flowers. maraming salamat.
That was fun. Parang nagkwentuhan lang talaga tayo.